Welcome back to DigiBear. We got to talk about retail arbitrage, RA, and online arbitrage, OA. Now, these are terrific ways to get into this business. You could buy a few things at a Walmart, flip them, get some profit, allow you to buy more things, and you could keep doing them for a pretty long time. Same thing with OA. OA is a little bit more difficult because it's more of an art form. You want to be able to find the right coupons that stack. You want to use the right softwares. Make sure you're getting all the cash back and rewards that you can. But the same concept is you can buy some stuff OA, flip them on Amazon, and just keep repeating that process. The problem with these two models is that they don't scale to where you need them to be very easily. You can make a very good living just doing these items, and you'll get by for a long time. But if you want to make scale, if you want to start doing these real heavy hitter $500,000 months, $1 million months, you're going to probably have to scale yourselves into wholesale. And that's what we did. We started off doing retail arbitrage, and we did pretty well with it. But there was a point where we looked at each other saying, okay, we're spending too much time getting this stuff. We either have to hire some people to go out and find it for us, or we have to find a way to make this product come to us. So how do we get it to come to us? That time we said to ourselves, let's find a distributor or someone who sells it. We had no idea what a distributor was. We had no idea where to look. So we did what anyone does, and we turned to Google. Suppliers near me, distributors near me, every combination of keywords that you could expect. We eventually found one, and our first distributor wasn't really even a distributor at all, and unbeknownst to us, we were paying nearly retail prices and selling it on Amazon. We were still making a little bit of money and a 10% profit, which is pretty horrible, but it allowed us to get our feet wet in the wholesale. It allowed us to build a reference and build up a track record. Gave us credit terms and taught us what credit terms were. So OA and RA are excellent tools to get started in this business. But when we need to scale up to wholesale. And once you get there, the hardest part of your journey is going to be the same thing as the hardest part of our journey. And that is how to find new wholesale suppliers. Now, in this course, there's going to be a variety of ways, as well as wholesale leads, ways that we can find profitable suppliers, ways that we can interact with them where they're hopefully going to want to interact with us. Problem is, with a lot of wholesalers, they don't really want to deal with Amazon sellers. They don't understand our business, and in their eyes, Amazon sellers are fly-by-night. I can't tell you how many distributors I've talked to that we use that said, yeah, we sold to a few other Amazon sellers. They did one order and they disappeared. Or they'll say something like, they didn't even do one order. They got a price sheet and they asked us 400,000 questions, wasted all of our time, and never did anything. Or the worst one is where they will do an order, they'll get it on credit terms, and they'll completely bone them. They'll give them no money and no payment. Of course, that's going to turn a potential wholesaler or distributor off against our Amazon sellers. So we need to find a way around that. We need to sell them on us. And how do we do that? Well, there's only a few tools in our toolkit because there's only so much we have to bring to the party. We can't say, I'll spend $10,000 a week. They don't care about that. They don't want to hear that because they're just words and they've been fooled so many times before. We have to get these distributors by kindness. We need to build these relationships. We need to make these people like us. They need to want to do business with us because they genuinely like us. Being genuinely kind to people and humble is the most underrated way to get a wholesale distributor. I have personally cold called distributors that want nothing to do with us. And I'll keep them on the phone. I'll keep them just BSing about whatever it is that's important to them. I find a way to relate to them, something that we have in common. Even if it isn't something we have in common, I'll manufacture that it does. It's kind of bending the truth a little bit, but it's really not, because I can figure out a way to talk about any topic. It's being able to think on your feet and being likable. And I'm telling you, one of the most beneficial things that we ever do is build these relationships. We have a distributor that we have been with for, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 years. They're one of our biggest suppliers. We are their actual largest customer that they have. Now, they give us tremendous pricing because they know that we can go elsewhere and get it. They give us very good credit terms because they know we can go somewhere and get it. They've built up the same mutual respect for us as we have for them. It's a great relationship all around. My sales rep for that company, I consider to be a friend. She knows my kids' names. I know her kids' names. We've talked on the phone. I've met her husband. We've been there in person. This warehouse is, 6 or 8 hours away where they're from. We've been there. We've sat down with the owners of the company. We've been to Vegas with them. We have built this relationship into something that is lifelong. And that's just one of the relationships that we have. We have many relationships with many companies who I feel the same way about. But every one of these was built on kindness, honesty, and respect. If you talk down to these people, or you try to get them off the phone, or you give them some sort of a canned line about how you're going to do something differently, they're going to know that you're full of it. Tell them, I don't know what I can do, but I'll only commit to what I know I can do. I'm not going to overcommit. I'm going to tell you the truth. And if you're upfront with these people, they respect you. I know this from experience. Now, it doesn't work every time. Some people just don't want to talk to me, or they'll just clash with my personality. And that's fine too, because every call you make or every person you meet at a show doesn't have to be a yes. The experience of the no's is also valuable. So remember, when you're talking to a wholesaler or a distributor, be kind. Be a nice person. Be humble. Make them like you. Make them laugh. Whatever it takes to get them on your side, do it. Even if they're not looking for someone right away, you kind of be in their mind. And then you follow up with them next time you see them. Hey, how are you? You remember me? I'm Tom. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Now we are looking for someone. We heard that there's success here. Or, you're still around? You've been doing this for a while? I guess you're legitimate. All right, here we go. Here's a price file. Be kind. It works. Hustle up.